Why did you take this opportunity so soon after your fight with Machida?
Well, I got my ass whooped, so I was like, you know what? I can sit in the dark and cry myself to sleep every night and hold myself and feel sorry for myself, or I can do something about it, you know. I think that, you know, me losing was probably one of the best things for me just because it helped me see a lot of things clear. But it's sad that you gotta lose consciousness to get awakened, you know what I'm saying? But I mean, you know, I don't think that I could just sit back and just, you know, just go through day-to-day life right now and just sit back and not do anything. I have to do something right now to help me to get over what happened.
It's about staying busy.
Staying busy.
I'm sorry.
What did it make clear to you? You said it made some things clear.
Just about how I was approaching the situation and what it meant for me to even have the title. You know, when I had it before, I guess I didn't really understand what it really meant to have the title. You know, and just even preparing for the fight, and you're having a competitor come at you, I don't think I really prepared myself for what it was really going to be like or what it really meant to be in that position. You know what I'm saying? So I think and just dealing with the pressures of just having everybody pulling at your time and staying grounded and staying true to yourself and what got you to the belt or got you to, you know, where I was at. I didn't do any of those things, and I felt weeks before the fight even happened, like I was losing. You know what I'm saying? Like, but there was nothing I could do about it. There was times I would storm out of practice, upset, get my ass kicked in practice. I was like, man, I don't know what it is, but it was nothing I can do about it. I would go to sleep. I would just be so depressed about it because I felt like I was falling. There's nothing I can do about it.
What changed? Because you know, from the camp before, you know, was it the title or what was it?
You know, it was a lot of things that changed, but it all happened a little bit at a time, and then because it happened so small in small increments, by the end it was just a big snowball effect. As far as me not being able to manage my time correctly, as far as, you know, dealing with people pulling me in different directions, not wanting to hurt anybody's feelings, just a lot of different things that for me to compete at my best, I don't need. You know what I'm saying? I'm a very, very basic person, and everything just got really, really complicated, and it caused a lot of problems.
Do you think Machida is... Go ahead.
Go ahead. No, that's fine.
I was going to say, do you think Machida is better than you gave him credit for going into the show? And do you think that, you know, he's going to hold the belt for a while, or do you think that there's a guy with a style out there currently that will beat him?
Yeah, I definitely think I underestimated him in that fight. And not taking anything away from his performance, because I think he performed great. But I remember thinking, like, halfway through the first round, after I got knocked down and I was like fucking embarrassed. I'm like, man, this guy's pretty good. You know what I'm saying? But that was the realization that this guy was pretty good. Not going into the fight, like, you know, it was at that moment I was like, dang, this guy's pretty good. You know, and you know, okay, now I got to step it up though. I got to really fight. As far as him being able to hold the title, I hope he holds the title too. I fight him again and get it back. But that's just me, you know, wanting to give, you know, wanting to get it back from him. But I think there's somebody out there who can match his style, you know, because styles make fights. And I think somebody maybe a little bit more aggressive, maybe a style like Forrest Griffin will give him a lot of problems because Forrest is funky, he's loose, and he kind of has his own complication. I think he will give Machida problems because I don't think that Machida does well with that kind of fighting style. That's just my personal.
Sure.
What about someone who actually uses their wrestling?
Somebody that can use the wrestling, yeah, that actually use it, that knows how to, I mean, yeah. Who goes into the fight and say, you know what, I can strike, but I can wrestle, and actually do that, I think they can give me some trouble.
So it wasn't you don't think it was a flawed game plan, or it was just really bad execution?
I don't want to speak on the game plan because I don't want to put anybody out to make it seem, you know what I'm saying, like any kind of way. But I'll just say that things didn't go the way that we wanted them to go. And whether it was game plan or execution, whatever the case may be, the result was me getting knocked out, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, you can point the finger and say it was this or that, but the truth of the matter is, it wasn't a good fight for me. I didn't come to fight.
You said leading up to the fight you weren't totally focused and you were experiencing some problems staying focused and grounded. So what was your mindset the night when you walked into the cage?
It was at peace, you know. I was nervous before, but it was like just like any other fight. But I was at peace, you know. I was like, you know what, I'm going there and just give it all I got. You know, I've been feeling a little messed up and whatever the case may be, but I'm gonna go in there and give it my best, you know, because I couldn't even get any sleep before my fight. You know, usually you have that downtime before you have to report, and I was trying to sleep, but every time I slept, I lost in my dream, and I'm just like, fuck, like I keep losing in my dream, you know, and I never lose in my dream, you know, and I always win. I kept losing in my dream, and then I just shook it off. I'm like, oh, whatever, you know, whatever happens, I'm okay with it, and then I just went through the motions, and it felt pretty normal.
Did you have less confidence than you normally would going into a fight in this particular case?
I wouldn't say it was confident. I don't know, because I was in excellent shape. You know, I couldn't get tired to save my life, but I don't know. It just felt like something was missing, but I couldn't put my finger on it. I couldn't say this is what's wrong right now. You know, I couldn't say it. You know, I felt like, you know, like you ever have like be emotionally messed up, but you can't really say what you just want to cry. You don't even know why. You just feel it inside. You know. And that's how I felt. I was just like, man, there's something wrong. I can't express it. I don't even know what it is, but I just feel like something's not right. And I wouldn't say I wasn't confident going to the fight, because I think I'm going to whoop everybody, but something was just different about the whole thing.
In that particular fight, you know, you didn't really have much offense in the fight at all. Would you feel better today had you, you know, lost a close decision or got it? Would it not matter? I mean,
It wouldn't matter, because in the end, I think the lesson was learned that needed to be learned. And maybe if it was a close fight, maybe I could have fooled myself and say that, you know, some of the things weren't what they were, and allow myself to fall into the same trap again. But the way it ended, and how embarrassed I was, and what, you know, what a humbling experience that was for me, you know, I didn't, that right there, that was a big wake up, you know, because I remember when I was actually fighting, I was getting hit, and I was like, oh, I'm okay, I'm all right, and I get back up to my feet, and then he's throwing punches at me, and I'm seeing him coming at me. I was like, oh, he doesn't even hit hard, he's hitting me. I'm like, man, you hit like a. Next thing you know, I'm knocked out, and I'm awake the whole time. I'm knocked out, and I'm just like, man, I can't move my body. I was like, man, I think I'm knocked out. And I was like, oh, I'm snoring. I was like, fuck, I'm knocked out. I was like, fuck, I lost. You know, but I was stuck like this. I'm like, what's wrong with my body? I never had that happen before, you know, and it was a very, very embarrassing but humbling experience.
Did you see the picture of what it looked like?
Yeah, I watched it. I watched the video. I watched the video. It was hard, man. It was bad. But my eyes were all open and everything. I was like, damn.
But you were conscious.
Well, yeah, I was up here. Yeah, I was up there, right? Because I was talking myself through it. Like when he was striking at me, I was like, man, this dude don't even hit hard. You think he's gonna finish me? And I was like, man, you hit like.
Because there was some chatter that you were talking to him as he was in that final flurry.
Yeah, because I didn't think I was hurt. I was like, man, you hit like a.
Right.
Oops. Yeah, I should have maybe closed my